going back to one of the things, kind of circle back around. So, you said you had yourself established here.
Yeah.
You move out there.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that reinventing yourself, kind of that? Well, I would like to call it a Madonna moment. I think it seemed like Madonna's always reinventing herself, like every 5 or 10 years. She hasn't been out in a while, but
yeah. Well, I think I was a little bit done out here because I was getting into weddings, and I've been very vocal about this. So this is, if you know me, I don't really give a shit. Sorry.
You said the first cuss word.
I did. I know. I said I may cuss.
Yeah,
I may cuss. I'm a cusser, but
get the dams and shits going.
Yeah, damn. But I started to network maybe too much. I started to join and think people were my friends, and there's this whole thing in the creative world. It's community over competition, and there's like a group about it, and it's not real. And gotcha. Then I started to get into the wedding industry, and before, remember, I said I was like, I'm doing families, so it was just me, myself, and I doing my business, and now I'm having to deal with DJs and caterers and planners and all this, and then it's like, just stay in your. It was just like stay in your. Everybody needs to stay in their lane and with their own profession, and it started to get really, just like high school for me. So as right before I moved or found out, I was like really getting into it with other professionals, which is not like me. Like, I'm not one to do that. I'm like, I'm a networker. Like, what the hell is going on here? And I want to network with you and refer you and not tell. So I started to get real better, and as it was time to go, it was like middle fingers up. I'm ready for this change. So moving to me, it was like, I get to start over. It felt fresh, it felt good, and I held back a little bit on who I really was, which it's not a bad thing, but I was like, I don't want to be in that anymore, and I did not join the groups and things that I was in before, because I was like, I'm gonna stay out of it. So now, like right now, I am in photography groups, but I'm only in the ones that bring me joy. If there's drama and there's all this, I don't want to be a part of it. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't know what's going on. So to me, Denver feels like there's no drama, but I'm sure there is. Yeah. It's just I'm not.
You're selective.
Yeah. And so I'm then holding back a little bit on my personality, because I know that I have a strong personality and I am a little bit of a crazy girl. But I realized that Heatherley can't stay. I call Heather and Heatherley. Heather can't be Heather anymore. Like, I have to be Heatherley. So it's like it's finally starting to be like where I'm. But it's a stronger version of me, I guess you could say. But I think I just held back on certain things because I was scared of falling into what I fell in out here. And then now that I kind of understand the ropes out there and things, I'm kind of like, okay, cool. Like, I'm getting back out, networking. I went to this one networking one, and it was I was like, it was wine. It was called Girls Gone Grape.
Oh, nice.
Sounded something up my alley. Yeah. Was the youngest one there. Yeah. They were amazing ladies. I think they were more like in their 60s, and they're just hanging out, and so it was funny as hell. But I had so much fun with them, and I'm like, but Girls Gone. I don't know. It just sounded like these are my people.
Yeah, that sounds like.
But I still network. So I'm starting, to really push myself and network more. I kind of stopped. I had a really rough year personally, and then that's kind of shut me down a little bit too. Gotcha. I think the personal struggles that I'm going through really affected me more than I thought they would. And now it's like, it's things that maybe really mattered. They don't anymore. Like, I'm starting to go, really, in the scheme of things, life's too short. And I was getting caught up into certain things too.
So if I might be able to say, I'm just going to, kind of take a step back with that. So I know, like, a little bit of like the personal stuff that you were going through. However, you were going through the stuff. But you were still doing you were doing your thing.
I was.
You were still working and posting in the group. And I don't know if anybody's seen this from the group, but y'all need to be very appreciative of Miss Heatherley here.
Yeah.
But because, and just, kind of for me to just be more transparent here, because I don't know when my coffee grind's coming up, probably after this one. But I was at a point myself 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Some shit popped off, and I just shut it down.
Yeah.
Like I just would post here and there, but it was just done.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this kudos to you for
I'm
still
ready to
being
cry.
able.
Thank you. Because
No,
like I was crying a lot, and I felt like I couldn't leave those people, like the people especially, or my clients. Like they can't know I'm a hot mess.
Right.
Because honestly, I love weddings so much. That's like there's two things in this world that have always helped me escape, and it was photography and snowboarding.
Okay.
And it really is. That's like I shut off everything. Well, now it's cricketing.
Okay.
Making my offensive wine glasses. But those are the things. But I also felt like, because September was really hard, especially putting down my dog, like right before vacation, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to let this group down. I worked so hard to finally get it to where it was, and I didn't want to let them down. And I also, I have amazing admins, but that's not, they're just doing this, they're volunteering, they're not being paid at this point. So yeah, thank you, because it was hard, and there were days that I don't know, but that might be where we saw some lives kind of, trickle. I think May, it's been harder for me to go live and stuff, but I feel like it's coming back. Right. After the holidays, because I want to enjoy my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
With my family and.
But but also, so to that point, I guess part of that pressing through was knowing what to step back on too. Yeah. Because you didn't do as much as the lives and having the guests on and that type of stuff. So.
I was crying. I mean, a lot of people don't. If you know me, I act like I'm tough. I am tough, but I'm sensitive as hell. Right. My feelings get hurt more than I wish I had thick skin, but sometimes I'm happy for who I am. Right. But I really am sensitive. My feelings get hurt a lot. Gotcha. And I think that's also things that have hurt me in a couple areas of business. You know, like and it because any industry is competitive and stuff and. But I'm actually more sensitive than people really do know. Right. Gotcha. And that'd be a big flaw of mine. Gotcha. Well, but I'm confident, but I just.
It's part. The sensitive part. I don't know if that's a flaw or if it's more just part of character. Because I'm a Cancer sign, and you know what they say about us. I embody all of that. Right. I am I can get very sensitive sometimes, and I try to push that, off and try to see things clearly, but sometimes that doesn't work. So I just think it's just part of the character, but that's also what makes it where it's part of that, you want to help. Yeah. And help out people and, and give that extra. So that's, I get that.
Yeah. I understand that. No, so it's been tough, but I didn't want to, just to end on that one, I didn't want to give up on the people that were looking forward to the bloggings and the daily posts, and I schedule a lot of that out, by the way.
Okay. So I was just getting ready to.
Yeah, I actually schedule out stuff a month ahead of time, so because that has helped me once I learned that tool. I use that scheduling feature, and I go through, and it's like Thursday and it's 5 o'clock in the morning in Denver and it's 7 on the East Coast and they already got it. No, I'm not awake. I'll get messages, are you awake right now? And I'm like sleeping still. And I was like, no, I schedule my stuff. I schedule it on Instagram, I schedule everything. That has helped me tremendously because then I'm still present, but I'm not as present as
You're present a month before.
But then I get to go back and comment when I have
jump in when you have time.
Yeah. But thank God for that scheduling thing in Facebook and Instagram and all that.
So 2 key takeaways from this: schedule your shit out.
Yes.
And also, just know what to take off your plate and what you can take off your plate.
Yeah, and that's learning. And even though I feel like, I know I don't know it all. I know enough, and that's what I want to give to people, is just enough to get them going, so they can start, you know, going back. But yeah, when you start getting burnout, though, you do have to realize, like, there's some things that need to be changed, and you can walk away from it. I mean, I literally just saw a post about a wedding photographer, and she was like, this doesn't make me happy anymore.
Right.
And I am stepping back, and she's selling all her gear, and everyone's like jumping on the thing, and they're like, oh, sorry to hear that. How much is this? You know, and that makes me sad. I'm going, gosh, you know, like, there's things that you can do. Like, when you start becoming in demand, you can raise your prices, and and you can still do it. But there, you know, wedding photography is a different beast, though, too. It's very chaotic. I enjoy that chaos. I thrive off of it. Like, I wanted to be a nurse one time in my life, and I was like, I will only be able to be in the ER, because
you gotta have.
I have to have that chaos to keep me going. Because then my brain is like, okay. So to me, I call weddings beautiful and chaotic, and I love them. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
So I guess that, and another key takeaway. So no, but I mean, having that self-awareness to know when, I mean, because I think a lot of people don't realize or understand, just because you like something today doesn't mean you have to forever, you know, like that part of your business or your, you know, your purpose. And it might just be something that kind of guided you and left.
For me here.
Gotcha. Okay. I
started real estate photography and had no flipping clue I was going to take off. It took me a long time to get in the door. I had to prove myself.
Yeah, because I think I remember you going on a live and I hearing you talking about
it was
like
so
what
hard.
you had to do.
Nobody would give me the time of day, and I had no pictures to show for it, but I knew I could do it. So I took pictures of my house.
That's what I was going to say.
I took pictures of my own house, cleaned the hell out. It was cleanest it's ever been, and took pictures of my house, made flyers on Vistaprint, had them ready. I went and walked around Jacksonville with cards and flyers, passed them out, and got cards, followed up with emails, and I was like very aggressive in a nice Heatherley way, like hi, hello, it's Heatherley, and like, you know, and then it boomed, and it was like, it was interfering with the photography that I enjoyed, which was the families and the kids. So then I cut myself down, and I said, I'm only doing this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because I said, I can't do this every day, because their pictures, they need them quicker. And then I was like, I do not like doing this. I don't mind it, by the way, real estate agents. I don't mind it, but it is not what I wanted. That is not why I quit my job. I like people. And so I said, and then I raised my prices, and then people stopped booking me. But guess what? I was still making good money because I was up here doing less, and I was like, I became in demand. And, you know, got named like one of the top 20th, you know, photographers in Jackson, real estate photographers. Still got, did you see my post about that?
I don't think I saw that one, no.
Well, I'm still one of Jacksonville's top real estate.
There you go.
And I don't even do real estate out here, so I'm just kind of curious on that website if, like... I think they're
what's your metric? Your website?
Yeah, I'm
what's
like,
your metric?
Did y'all know I used to be Picture It Sold Jacks, and I'm now Picture It Sold Denver. But I think they're just one of those sites that it's just what it is. But it was funny. But I was like, where's my plaque? I'm not even doing work out here, and I'm still at the top. But okay, sorry. No, you're fine. So it made me laugh. I don't mean to make fun of it, but it was just a funny little thing. It's like 4 years in a row now. I'm like, sweet.
Hey, it's a resume builder for something that you didn't even do anymore.
Right, but it's all good. But that did not bring me joy. But going back to Colorado, guess what? Dusted off that wide angle lens because I had to start back over, and so now I do them. I don't promote it too much, but you know, I'm doing what I need to do to feed my family. And at that time, I was like, okay, I need to go back to what I knew I was good at, and not really liked it, but. It helped out in the first year for sure. Well,
it's one of those things that, you know, when, like a quote I heard, you know, you got to do what you got to do in order to do what you love to do or what have you. So yeah, but no, that's pretty.
I have my camera in my hand. That's what all that matters, you know, really at the end of the day. But if it doesn't bring you joy, there's a couple things you can do with that. You can, you know, if you become in demand but if you're exhausted, I mean, you don't have to quit. It depends on really where, but if you really are there, then you can walk away. And it blows my mind when I see people so miserable in their jobs. I'm like, and I was, and my husband was like, you can't you can't do this anymore. This isn't healthy, and you're
right.
crying, and
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't take Xanax for breakfast.
Right.
I mean, like.
Right.
I mean, I was going cuckoo, and I mean, and it was like, and he was right. I was like, you can find something else.
Right.
And I did.
Yeah.
So.
That's you. I mean, but yeah, you got to. I think a lot of people are just scared.
It is. It is so scary.
Because it is.
Well, you've been in a company 15 years,
right.
and it's like.
You know what you're doing, and you know how to do it. Just like back, you just secondhand, no questions. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can go.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I did it. Lots of people.
Be okay with walking away if it's not giving you joy.
Yeah.
Especially with what it is that you love doing in life. So.
Find that. And nowadays I just think we can do that. And that's why I think it's so important to find mentors and coaches and things that to help you understand, to get started or organized, or I don't know, like to me, and there's more out there than there were 10 years ago, and even remotely finding coaches. You don't have to always find somebody locally. Like I had a coach that helped, like I paid for a coach to help me learn how to be a coach. Or a mentor. Yeah. I didn't just because that's one thing. People were like, "Oh, you just do this?" Well, I didn't just do it. I paid somebody because I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it the right way. I didn't want to fail, which I've made. I've fallen down, but I wanted to make sure.
You're doing it the right way and giving people value as much as possible.
Yeah. No,
absolutely.
And this person, the way she was a certain type of mentor that taught you how to put an online course together and guide you through that. So that was where I have an online course. So she was really like, thank God. I mean, because otherwise, I don't know what would have been 2 years still working on it.
Right.
So.
No, because let me tell you, the online courses. It's not easy. It's not easy putting all that together, and you gotta have mailing lists and all that kind of stuff. So trying to piece that together, there's still aspects of trying to piece that together is just like it's almost impossible to try to do it yourself and figure it out. I mean, you could do it, but you're gonna spend a lot more time than it's worth. Yeah. No, I get that. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
And I'm the hard head that's like, nah, I got this. And then it's like, project abandoned.
Yeah.
And go back to it now this year. I'm like, going back to people, hey, can you help me with this?
Remember?
Hey, can you talk to me about, hey. Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm like, all right, I need to get that help.
Yeah. And I think I was going to say this earlier, and then I popcorned. No matter what level you are, too.
Yes.
There's always going to be somebody out there that's going to be more knowledgeable and can help you.
Yep.
And you said that was going to happen.
I knew it was going to happen.
You did. He said it was going to happen.
Hey, I called it.
But there's so no matter what stage you are, because we're not old, but we're not 20 anymore.
Yeah, we're not in.
But keeping up with Instagram and stuff. So and millennials and understanding markets and things like that. Like you've got to keep up with it. So it also is interesting to me too when people say, like, oh, I know it all. I'm doing everything good, blah 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 blah, and then they're not. Their business isn't doing well or something. And I'm not just saying in photography, but it's like, are you keeping up with younger generations and technology? You got to grow with that.
Right.
And, and that's when, I see a lot of people make that mistake too. Like they're not growing with the times, and then that's why they're getting burnout as well, because they don't understand how to use Instagram and, and all
the other tools.
Like all the social stuff. Like I just heard of a new one. I don't remember what it's called. I was like, what?
Yeah. No.
Please don't add another one to me.
Yeah.
But I will.
TikTok's about to be crazy, and so I'm right there with you. I'm like, I understand, but that's.
But you have to keep up with it if that's where people are.
It's where the attention's at, as Gary Vee would say. So so I'm gonna wrap this up really quickly. Because I know that we could chat forever and ever. So we'll save that for round 2.
Yeah.
So definitely have you back. But so what kind of final thoughts or final words or for this show, not final words of forever.
Well, I did meet John Travolta, so I can die now, right?
Well, no, that's not happening for quite a while.
I know, but it's like bucket list.
Yeah.
No, I think like, you know, I know that he's in my group, and I know he's seeing me change, and I appreciate it. And it's you know, realize just when you start realizing you're not really yourself.
Yes.
I think it's time to just reevaluate and think and really dig deep into, like he said, I mean, I'm not going to walk away from any of it, but I need to change some things. So
time to tweak it out.
When you're feeling like exhausted and just burnout and drowning, just it's okay to give yourself grace.
There you go.
And just reevaluate it. What can you do to help make it, you know, a little bit easier? Why are you feeling that way? So I think it's just digging deep within yourself. Because for the most part, I think I'm pretty positive, but I've been falling, and you know, I think I'm having to just soul search a little, and you know, and I think, and I know I'll get back, you know, like with it, and but yeah, so give yourself some grace. You can't do everything.
That's a huge one. Yeah.
And I think that's where I feel like I got to do all this stuff. And I'm like, I really don't have to do all of this.
No.
So, is that good?
No, that's a good one. Yeah. Self-awareness and grace. That's the one that I talked to somebody else about in one of the coffee grinds, and we were just talking about, not beating yourself up for things that you were all just human. Yeah.
And life, and like I said,
life happens.
It does. And and the other part too is, and I'll shut up.
No, you're fine.
But it's okay. Like I know that sometimes like there's people that have it worse off than me, you know, and they do, and I get that. But don't ever think that just because that you can't feel what you're feeling, and you should be grateful. Yes. But I've have a couple friends that have like really reached out to me over some of my stuff, and like, oh my gosh, you know, I just blah, blah. And I'm like, no. My journey and my problems are not. There's no level. Like if it makes you feel a certain way, it's real. Yeah. And it's real. It's yours. Yep. And it's okay. Yep. Be grateful that maybe you didn't have my crappy year. Right. But I mean, because you know, we had a friend that shit, you know, and it's. But I have stuff too, and you have stuff too, and we all got things. She's got some shit. Every single everybody person. Walking around. So it's something. Okay. Yep. But just give yourself grace has been what I've been saying. Yeah. No, that's last couple months, and people saying it to me. So. Well, then, that's that. You know, that's a huge one. I don't think we do that enough with ourselves. Yeah. It's just like, don't beat yourself up. Yeah. Self-awareness. Yeah. Grace. No, that's huge. That's huge. All right. This is fun. Hey, y'all. We've got to, this is going to turn into probably down the road into like a coffee mug exchange. So down the road, get your coffee mugs ready. Yes. Photoglife, and we'll we gotta flip them out. We'll make that happen. But it's all right. We're good. We're in there. All right. So that's all we got for you today. They can check you out where on social media? Let me start there. Let me finish there before I do my whole sign off. Oh no, I mean Heatherley Doan photography is my photography. So there's that, and then Photoglife is not the best at Instagram right now, but we're gonna give me grace. Okay, there you go. On that, but Photoglife is I'm on Instagram under both, but for photography it's Heatherley Doan photography. Okay. And then and then Photoglife. And of course, everything's going to be linked below. Right. But you know, I like to give you time to go ahead and say that. But that's all we got for you today. As always, leave your comments below. Let Heatherley know if you got any comments or anything. You know, she's got some mentoring stuff that she can help you out with. Let me know if you want to be on here, if you know somebody needs to be on here. And what they say? They say like, share, subscribe, all that. Yeah, all of it. Subscribe
do
below.
all of the stuff.
Subscribe below.
Or not. Doesn't matter. Just thank you for watching this far into the video.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, Heatherley. We'll see you hopefully. You're gonna be on here again. I'm just saying it. I'm calling it right now.
I'm calling it. We're gonna be geared up though with our mugs.
We're gonna be geared up with the mugs.
Yeah.
But thank you for being here.
Yay.
Thank y'all for watching. Love ya. Namaste, baby. Namaste. Yeah. Oh,
are you waiting for me?
No, I'm just being goofy.
Okay, I was
I just always.